Welcome to Jendell Overland. If you've ever gone overland camping in the winter months, you know how crucial staying warm is, not just for comfort, but for safety as well. As the temperature drops, the right heating solution can make or break your trip. In today's video, we're going to dive into the importance of staying warm during those cold winter nights out in the wild. And we're going to take a close look at two incredible diesel heaters that'll keep your rig cozy no matter how low the mercury drops. First up, we have the LFBros N2 Pro model, packed with more advanced features for those who want to maximize performance and efficiency in the extreme cold. Then we'll check out the LFBros N4. This is the standard model, a reliable and cost-effective option that's been a favorite for many overlanders. So today I'm going to be demonstrating how I hook up the LFBros diesel heater to my AluCab tent. First, I'm going to open this up. This is a port that brings the heat from the outside into the inside without having to go through the windows up top. And the power line is going to go through here. First, I'm going to start it off with the N2 Pro model. I'm going to set that there. And now I'm going to run the power cables out. Now that the power cable's coming out, pull it long enough. We take off these ends and it just fits right on there. Black goes to black, red goes to red. And let's not forget to hook up the controller. Without the controller hooked up, you cannot turn this unit on. The main feature that sets this apart from all other heaters is how quiet it is. All other diesel heaters have that fuel pump tick. This one does not have that annoyance at all, so I'm going to call that a game changer. The N2 Pro has a 5-liter tank with the automotive non-leaking gas cap. Also has the premium muffler to keep it nice and quiet. The N2 Pro is a 5 kilowatt with an automatic altitude sensor that will change the air to fuel mixture automatically up to 17,000 feet. The box is made of anodized in aluminum with a glossy finish and is 23.8 pounds before fuel. Push of a button and it starts. It's going to be a nice night. Right now it's minus 8 degrees out and I expect it to be 20 degrees inside the tent. So this is how I have everything set up inside the tent. I keep the pipes in here, this drawer here. This one is for this unit, which I'll show you in a minute. And the power goes out there and the input is right there. And that's directional. So when I'm not sleeping up in the tent, I can just turn it so that it's blowing in and heating up the entire area rather than just heating upstairs. Can you hear it? It has started. I can definitely feel it. Let's go take a look at the unit. There's with the muffler on. Let's take that muffler off. What a difference. You don't hear anything once that's on there. So I am at camp and I wanted to show you inside my tent how warm it is. I don't have a thermometer in here, but I am in a short sleeve shirt. You can't see any cold air breath coming out of my mouth, and it is -8 degrees outside. I also wanted to do the paper towel test and show you how it's blowing in here. I can show you that. Now, I wanted to show you as well, while I'm in here, is the controller. Here's the controller here. It's coming inside, so if I'm lying in bed, I'd be able to adjust it inside the tent there. Right now, it's at power 5, and I can just change it from here. The minimum that you can run it at is 1.4, and that's what I'm going to run it at all night long. As soon as you let go and stop turning the knob, it's going to set. It does come with a thermostat, which I'm not going to use because it's just going to be too hard on the battery. There's different modes in here that you can set it at. Right now it's set at 25 degrees. You can set it as high as 35 degrees Celsius, which is going to make it really toasty in here. 35 degrees Celsius at power 1.4. That's impressive. The importance of having a diesel heater is it gets quite cold, especially here in the Great White North. -20 degree weather, -30 degree weather is not unheard of, and you need to protect yourself and keep yourself warm. Now, not everybody has a heater like this, so if you're in the market of getting one, I will put a discount code below right here, and I will also put a link below. This is the Pro model, and tomorrow night I'm going to be using the standard model. What a great night that was. It was -14 degrees overnight, and I couldn't feel it at all. I was nice and toasty all night long. I brought a -16 degree sleeping bag with me, and I didn't even have to use it. I was actually sleeping on top of my blankets because it was so nice and hot in here that I didn't even need my blankets, let alone that sleeping bag. I'm just going to pack up and head to the next campsite. Then we're going to set up the N4 standard and see how that goes for the night. So tonight is going to be one of my favorite trips of the year because I woke up to snow, and I love this time of year. I love the snow. I love how pretty it is. It just seems like it is a new start, a new beginning every time. And with my heater and my fire can, I wasn't cold. Once we go back to the hoses here, you're going to see that the standard hose is a little bit smaller than the Pro hose. There is the exhaust for the Pro. Here is the exhaust for the standard. So we'll just bring this with us as well. So before I run the hose line, I'm just going to hook up the power, which is the same way as the Pro. Now, before I put on this hose, I'm going to put on the cold and hot air exhaust, which is on the bottom. The one that's closest to the gas line is the cold air, is the fresh air. And then we're going to put the muffler on. You'll see that the muffler is at the end of this one, which was at the beginning of the other one. Because it's underneath, there's no way that you can install it that way. This heater is different than all other heaters. On my last setup, I had to bolt it to some 2x4s to lift it off the table so it wouldn't burn the surface. This heater comes pre-elevated, so the exhaust and the fresh air tubes clear the space under the heater without any obstruction whatsoever. Comes with a 3.5 liter tank with an automotive non-leaking gas cap. The power supply comes with 3 options: 12 volt, 24 volt, and 110 volt. For this trip, I'm using the 110 volt setup. This is a painted surface, not like the anodized aluminum on the Pro. There's a little bit of tape there, which I'm going to have to clear off in the spring. You can see your fuel on the side there. Here is your temperature gauge. That'll go from Fahrenheit to Celsius, so you know what the temperature is outside. My only real concern with the standard model is the display. It is fixed to the body and is outside in the cold weather. When I woke up in the morning, you can see that there's condensation inside the screen. They are quite different in size and in girth. This one I find is a lot sturdier as it's wider and flatter, and you can put these handles down if you want. I recommend not doing that, just in case something falls on top of it. Your gas cap is protected. I am offering a 10% discount if you buy it through this link below, and I'll put the code right here. I'm just coming home from my trip, and I gotta tell you, I was really impressed with the diesel heater. It was a nice toasty 24 degrees in my tent last night, so I slept like a baby. I was really impressed by how well the N4 standard LFBros diesel heater worked, and I would recommend that one to anybody and everybody. I thought the Pro was going to blow it out of the water, and you know what? They were both really good diesel heaters. I love some of the features that the Pro offers that you don't get with the standard, and I did touch on that a little bit about the automatic elevation settings and the display that you could bring up in the tent with you, which I think is really neat. You don't have those options with the standard, but the standard is your basic keep you warm, keep you comfortable while you're camping diesel heater. Well, that wraps up our demonstration on these 2 diesel heaters from LFBros. The Pro model definitely stood out with its larger heating hose, offering just a bit more heat output. The bigger gas tank and removable display are also great features for those looking for convenience and extended usage. That said, the standard model held its own, keeping me warm throughout the night and proving to be more than adequate for most situations. When it comes to reliability though, both heaters are absolute rock stars. I'm genuinely impressed by how well they performed. A huge thanks goes out to LFBros for sending me these 2 diesel heaters to share with all of you. If you found this review helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions or thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next adventure.